And we're back here getting ready to start this pistol round here on Dust 2. It's going to be Method versus compLexity. Method losing the first map here of the night, Inferno. compLexity taking it 16-12. And here we go. Some phenomenal Dust 2 play here coming up here. I'm really excited about this alongside Sabo. I'm AwesomeSauce, and we are ready to rock. Automatic is pushing up Cat, trying to see if he can spot these players. He's about to peek, and he does get one.
Oh my God!
Can he get four? He doesn't get four, but he rocks three of them. And now,
what was that?
This shatters Method.
Automatic, come on! You can't just walk up there and one-tap three players like it's nothing. Now we're in a 2v4. Automatic goes down. That is more than a fair trade, right? 1 for 3. Absolute insanity from Automatic tonight. That's yet another 3K for him. That makes a total of, what, 5 3Ks this game, and it's only round 1 on Dust 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I've got him on my fantasy team right now, but I do have to say this.
I should have picked him.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you and I both have things we could have improved on that front, but I do have to say, though, that there's not a lot of... Toy does take out Roka there, and so that's actually a very important thing here is they're trying to move their way in, but Justin has no HP, and Toy's getting killed there by Semphis, and now it's Justin and a 1v3, and now it's all over. So they do lose the round, but Sable, in all fairness, you don't expect somebody to be right there by Palm Tree.
Even so, I mean,
that's ridiculous.
Even so, the way he did it, I think not only was it a 3K headshots, I think it was maybe just 3 bullets fired. I mean, he just walks around the corner and goes, tap, tap, tap.
Sink, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there goes your fantasy team. Good night. Good luck. compLexity's up by 1 point. Massive pistol round. Let's not kid ourselves. Automatic won that one. This time around, Method's forcing up. They got one Tech 9 tank, a headshot armor. You got a CZ-75 in silence hands, and the bomb wants to go.
Yeah, this is definitely putting a lot of money into this round. They would like to do some damage. They do take out tanks, but that MP9 from Roka zips 2 of them. And now he'd like to get the 3. He doesn't, so now it's Justin in a 1v3 with a flashbang. Does throw a flashbang over the top, does get spotted and gets taken out. So there's the round there. Roka with 2. A nice job by Roka to get those kills. And they just kind of got in sight and we're just kind of like, well, what are we going to do now? And they just got destroyed.
Yeah, well, I mean, Roka's playing that really tight angle over there with the SMG, got the massive mowdown sort of thing. I mean, like he does, it's Roka. That's what he's known for, wrecking teams. And then the timing, right? You got the last player alive, tosses the flashbang, trying to do something, maybe make some sort of a delay, get a kill so you can get the bomb down, but it wasn't going to happen. The player pushed up. I think that was Valens pushing up way too fast. And look at the mid push.
Now they're coming in here. Sanks does catch out Trevor, just trying to fight here at mid, not wanting to give up mid control. Roka does help him there. So they've really shut down Method as all these players are dying. Cat, mid, and now it's down to Toy. 1v5 does get one, but gets taken out. So a nice consolidation prize for him. But that round took 30 seconds. And that was just really fast aggression by Method. I think they wanted to just get that round away, see if they could get an opening, get a gun, and keep pushing. They just weren't able to do it. compLexity, another thing I want to note, Sabo, they're getting long A control so far pretty fast.
Yeah, they're pushing up very, very quickly, and I'm sure that's going to continue even with gun round, because all you got to do is flash your teammates out. You already see 2 pushing up very quickly. Bomb wants to go towards A, and I think this is going to be the first legitimate firefight we see at long A. It's going to be Sanks and Valens working together, watching that angle from pit. As all the T's set up, flashbangs are going to come out, smoke's going to come out. This is a very coordinated long A take, Alan.
Sanks does get 2, and that was a nice job by him. He needs to prevent them from getting this long A control. One of them's already out, so it's going to be Ely flashed. He does get taken out. Really nice poise there by Sanks to get another one. So he does get 3, and he's got 99 health, so really nice, although the health doesn't really matter with these AKs, especially with headshots, because it doesn't even matter. But Toy does get naded down to 79, and that does matter because that's a one-shot headshot now for these M4A1s. So that's pretty big for them, and I think they know, they have an idea they're on Cat because they've got long A control. They don't have upper B control, but they're going to figure this out quick if they can hear them make noise, and they're running out of time. Say, well, that's the critical point here.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad right now. You see Sempus holding the angle. There's an off shot, a headshot. Justin's down. So he's going to try and pick up the bomb. He does flash Sempus. He's gone. And Toy's going to run away with the bomb. Problem is, Roka knows what's going on. Automatic setting up. Sees him, gets smoked off, drops Toy down at 2% health, peeks around the corner, and there's the headshot. Now, Alex, the point I'd like to make on that whole thing is I thought that was a really good, smart strategy for Method. They wanted to just take long control. They were expecting Sempus to be up there with an AWP. So what do? Just take him out of the equation, right? You throw these smokes. They made a solid wall at long A by the corner and then flashed out. The problem is Balance and Sanks were both double stacked at pit like that, and getting the picks immediately canceled the strat, and that's what won the round for compLexity.
What confuses me, and I'll talk about this here in a second, Automatic does take out one. What confuses me is that when they did that, compLexity already had time to be near pit and to be pushed up. And what doesn't make sense is why they would do that. Automatic's already got 2. Nice job for him at long A. But that doesn't make sense because if they do that early, like if they do that and they've already got a lot of these players picked and they're going to do an execute, that's different. But this round's already over. It's Justin in a 1v5. Valen should be able to take him out if he does try to push through smoke, which he does, and he does get taken out. So a nice round there by compLexity. 5-0 so far start. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense why you would do those smokes if players could be, pushed past. But I mean, a nice execute idea. It just didn't pan out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see so much of a problem with waiting like that, because typically what you're going to do is you're going to try and get one player down into pit, and then the other one's going to start backing off because you want to support for a mid push or a cat push or something like that. It's just very, very unfortunate that they two-stack pit like that. This round, of course, that last one was just an eco round. Nothing too surprising about that. 5-0. Finally, guns are being purchased, and looks like a standard take mid kind of strategy on the way for Method right now. Nice pick by Silent.
Silent, that is just a nice shot. They need a round. They need it now. That could help. Valens is by that smoke by Cat, and is he going to smoke it again? And he's going to smoke it, try to push through it. Now he's like, I think he's lost. He does dink. Silent, but he turns around, 180s him and takes him out, but he's got 8
Only
HP.
that were an AK.
So, yeah, that's true. If only that was an AK. So that's going to kind of favor the terrorists quite a bit here, even though pretty tagged, especially Silent tagged, but that doesn't matter. Wonder if Automatic's going to pick up the stop. Probably not. He's going to stay here and straddle. Peeks him, gets taken out, and it still favors the terrorists, but it depends on what they're trying to do here.
Whole lot of chatter going on from the dead members of Method, trying to figure out exactly what happened right there. As we see a mid push underway. Sanks is watching this from CT. He's going to flash out, and I think he just got spotted too. Doesn't matter whether he was spotted or not. His position is now known. Silent chucks out a smoke. He's going to smoke him out. Sanks thinks about pushing it, but instead they're just going to push straight out. Watch Roka.
Toy hits a nice shot on the Roka. Roka's been such a monster so far. Toy is going to plant it behind box. Does get tagged a little bit there, but Toy takes him out, and this is looking like a good round for Method, barring something insane from Automatic, as he's in fire, he's burning alive, and he does get taken out by Silent. So Silent, a nice round, 3K for him, Toy a 2K, and they really did a nice job there redirectioning their mid, trying to say they were going to push, then smoking that player off CT, and then able to push into B, take Roka out. Even though Roka got one, they were still able to do it.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be all over for Method after that whole ring around the rosy sort of thing, and the near 2K spray down on Cat just didn't happen. Check it out. You're going to see a little bit of a contention going on in mid. Sempus hanging on, and Silent doing the AWP battle down mid. Who's the first to peek? That's the question. Whoever peeks this corner probably going to end up dying.
Yeah,
Silent
it's peak.
pushing up through suicide.
Yeah, a lot of peak city going on here. Are they going to have some fun peeking? Sempus does get flashed and gets spotted. Tagged down to 48. Going to counter nade. And Justin takes out Sanks, who's trying to come support from B. And this is going to open some things up here for Method. They can start thinking about what they're going to do. They're taking these rounds very slow. They got that round that they needed, which obviously was good. If they can win this round, they're probably not going to force compLexity into an eco. And they might be in a little bit of trouble, but not as much trouble as I think that they want. Justin and them trying to boost Silent over there to spot mid. They don't see anybody, so they're going to assume that they can hit A, it appears. So they are going to try to do a cat hit, it appears. They're gearing up. They've got one in upper B. Streber holding the backside. Ely, but Valens could destroy Ely if Ely comes through here and does not check that angle. Nonetheless, we're looking at Semphis right now. Semphis. Oh, he spotted that player, but Justin takes him out with a sick headshot. This man's been on fire today. Doesn't take it out, though. So now it's a 3v2 as Method have the bomb site, and they have the bomb planted. Roka's going to have to make something happen here big with Valens pushing up long.
Yep, Valens comes around the corner, does a flash. He needs to coordinate with his teammate. They're both up. Valens up by ramp, pre-firing every single corner except for the corners where the enemies are. He knows boys just around the corner. Off shot missed by Silent, gets himself in trouble, but he creates just enough of a distraction to allow Streber to take that kill. Look at this, Roka burning to death, or burning Toy to death in the fire. Finally taken down on the bomb by Streber. Nicely done.
Silent doing some good job to hold that off there. He did die, though, but nonetheless, I think him being there would set up that crossfire to the point where, you know, Roka and Valens really had a lot of work to do before that happened, and it just didn't work out for him. So a nice job there by Method to get that round. They needed it. And now it's going to be Roka with the dig, and Roka's played well in the last map. He's got 7 already, 4 complexity. Silent does get position on B, but does have to fall back because of that smoke. So they're playing this round very slow. Complexity has 3 pushed up, or excuse me, 2 pushed up long A, 2 in B site, and no mid control, it appears. But Semphis takes out Ely. That was a huge kill.
Yeah, notice how Semphis is floating all around the map. He's been just about everywhere. This time he was pushed up on long and got that pick. So Method's kind of on full tilt. They don't know where he's going to be, where the op is going to be, and they're playing slow, trying to figure out where it is. You got to counter Semphis. That's what worked last round. And check this out. A little bit of a gamble from mid. Automatic's going to get smoked off. Chooses to try. Yep, he's thinking about pushing it. Gets smoked again, though, and he hears the footsteps. He's not going to push those.
No, not yet, but he is pushed now. So now they do split them down here, and now it's a 2v4. And this is looking pretty solid for complexity here. Automatic does get a 3K there. And is that his 6th 3K so far, or his 5th?
Who's this? Automatic?
Yeah, he just got another 3K, dude. I mean,
that brings us up to 6 3K.
Yep, you're right. 6 3Ks, because he got one on that first round of this map. So this guy's playing sick, and I'm glad I've got him on my team here. He's already got 14 frags, and you think of him as like the lurker-style player on this team, and he's just doing phenomenal work right now. So really nice job for them. Oh, and long A control gets decimated. Semphis and Automatic holding it down with Valent. And, oh, but Deagle gets taken out there, and there's the round for complexity, 7-2. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's an anti-eco kind of round. An ecoing Method chooses to go down long, which is exactly where Semphis is standing by with and off. And here's the thing. You've been seeing a pretty solid 2-man stack at long A by the complexity CT defense every single time. And Semphis is floating all around the map. Sometimes he's going to be there back in the corner up with an off. And if you don't know what they're going to be doing, you have to assume that the op is going to be on every single angle. It just didn't pan out this time around. Method on a double save, just trying to keep some cash. They're going to have one guy with a tech time, one guy with a... 2 guys with Deagles, actually, trying to get something done, make a couple of kills as they gamble for B. 3-stack on B for complexity.
Yeah, I'm a little curious if they're going to YOLO onto this B side. That's kind of what they're saying right now. But Automatic, lurking all the way at T-spawn, he knows what's happening right now as they're going to push through. Roka throws a flashbang, does get a couple of them, but gets taken out by Justin's dig. And they were all pretty much flash. Flash City here in B side. Easily gets one, and they're just trying to find a way to get some foothold into here. Semphis holding that window, Automatic, and there's the round there. So nice executions, and there's Automatic with another 3K. What is going on? This guy is on absolute fire.
Yeah, for just a second there, Method looked like they had a really good opportunity. They got a couple of kills. They might have been able to take the site, get the bomb down. I don't know so much about actually fully ecoing complexity on that one and taking the round, but it was good nonetheless. Although they don't get the bomb plant, they've got enough money from those kills and from double saving. They've got an off in Silent's hands, and that's really going to be the key right there. Silent taking the first kill, the pick, knocking Sanks right out of the game, and that's big. That puts us into a Automatic sneaking up like this. Come on, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm speechless right now. I mean, this guy is just doing some things that are working so well against Method right now that it's just it's inspiring me to think about Automatic and how automatic his play is. Okay, that's really sentimental, but really he's been doing some great stuff. Valence there does spot Ely, takes him out. Well, I don't know about that, but he's playing phenomenal right now. Toy flashing himself at him, man. He does not have bomb control. He does not have enough HP, and he does die. So I timed that pretty well. He does. He goes down. So there's Toy. But yeah, I mean, Automatic. I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to give him a hug or anything like that, but clearly the guy's playing really well.
He's playing out of his mind today. Absolutely. I mean, the 3Ks are on fire. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an ace by the end of the game if he continues to play with this high degree of expertise. But well, maybe not, because the entire team's actually playing very well together. This is nice because complexity, like I said before, they've got a lot of raw talent, but they haven't really been able to refine it with solid strats and teamwork and all that sort of stuff. This time around, they're doing it. Check out the aggression. Did you see Semphis push all the way up? He missed the shot. There's a beautiful position and a potentially beautiful play.
Yeah, I don't know how he missed that shot. I mean, not dogging on Semphis. Obviously, he's a good opper, really solid opper, actually. But he did miss that shot nonetheless. He did get away, and then it was Sanks that ended up getting an off shot. So nice job. But Semphis misses another one. This is a little uncharacteristic, but he does follow up with that third shot. He does go down there. And so, you know, not a bad thing there for Method to get into the site. The problem is that they're not going to be able to do much in here in a 1v2. But Justin, with this headshot aim being on point today, can he find a way to make this work? He does go down to Automatic, and there's Automatic. It wasn't a 3K, but a nice, important kill for them as they get the round 10-2, and this is getting out of hand for them, and Method needs to find a way to do something. And I wonder if we see something like a fast cat play where they just 5 YOLO at a cat, try to split down, drop down into CT, catch that mid-person off guard, and do something crazy, because they need to do something right now.
I don't know. I think Method's been practicing a couple of strange strats. Like we saw that big long execute that just failed. The things that they have practiced are apparently not working, and complexity is countering it entirely too effectively. Keep in mind, last time around, we saw 10 and 5 at the end of the first half with Method down. They didn't win it, but they did come back quite impressively once they switched sides. So maybe Method has some killer CT side under wraps. They're going to need it if they want to take this win tonight. Keep in mind, the original score was 16 and 12 on Inferno. Looks like there might be a mid-execute. There's the first hit.
Got him back. There's one. Can he get two? No, he does not. He does go down to Strebber. That's going to open up mid a little bit for that smoke, and they are going to flash it. I wonder what they're going to do. It looks like they're not even going to contest mid, so they got the pick. They're going to reset. Probably not a bad idea for this squad here, as there are 2 people for complexity in B site right now. Looks like Justin and Strebber looking at each other in-game, going, okay, let's go. And this is the cat thing I'm talking about here. Ely does take out Sanks. A nice job by Ely, so I'm interested to see what they're going to do here. They do, it looks like they fake it Cat. Throw the smoke to try to show Cat, and then they swim off in, and then, yep, and there it is. So they're trying to break this down really quickly, but Semphis, he does take him out, but now it's a 1v2. So the play does work out in favor of Method, as they do confuse the heck out of complexity. And now it's Semphis in a 1v2 against 2 AKs. He does have an M4 and full health, but this is a tall task for him. And I know he can do this, but he's going to have to move quickly.
Yeah, there's plenty of cash, so there's no need to save for Semphis walking through window. Ely's going to get the spray down and the kill. Critical, if anything, it's a moral victory for Method. They're able to get another point on the board, and that makes it now 10 and 3. And I think the thing that made that work out so well was Justin's play at Catwalk. He dropped the smoke down, dropped low. It actually should have worked out a whole lot better for him, but there were actually 2 players. So he jumped down and got the spray down on the player way up high by Carr. Semphis down in smoke got the better of him, but it was just enough of a distraction to allow B-site to fall and put us into that 2v1 situation that turned out to be unwinnable for Semphis.
Semphis again playing very aggressive here. And he's on top of Valens. Valens doing some pretty solid CT calling right now so far for this squad. And Method trying to feel this out. Good round for them, because they got that last round, and if they win this round, they could force complexity into a save. So this would be huge for them if they're able to do this. So a lot of nades being exchanged down mid, throwing a bunch of stuff, but Silence down to 14 HP, and he's literally a blow on him. He's probably going to go down. So they're trying to get this mid control, trying to feel this round out. They've got two on the opposite sides here. They got Toy, Long B. Oh, but Valence takes out one. Sempus gets one too, so that just shatters the T side here. Sempus. Oh, but Silence slowly crouch peeked mid, and Sempus is getting another 2 more. Can he get more? Nope. Valence does take out Ely. So really smart play there by Sempus. Spotting Silent, crouch, peeking him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those sort of things hell, I don't know. He's trying to do something unpredictable that's going to catch Sempus, going to catch a player off guard, and it just didn't work. You saw that crazy crossfire going on with the off straight down mid, and then you had Valens watching from Cat, and they got this pincer. Method gets stalled out in mid and picked off, and now it's an eco round. Yeah, but Sempus gets the op, taking Silent down just like that. The money, the economy's broken. It is the final round of the first half over here, and Method is just looking like they are in a world of hurt. It's like you kind of got to have 10 and 5 to have a solid chance over here, and it's looking like it's going to be 12 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, they've got upper B control. They've got long A, so unless something crazy happens here, it's looking like Complexity should be able to get this. This double op setup working out so well, and there it is. Now it's just down to Strever and Valence here. Strever trying to fight Valence here, do something that he can do, but he's really just pinned in. He does get 1, but he's got 2 HP. Now 1. And now
look at the way Roga does this.
Oh, look at it. Oh, Strever. Poor guy. So there it is. 12-3 Complexity does play solid CT play for them, and really nice job by them. That double op setup, very overpowered on this map. Like we talked about earlier, if they break out that double op setup, like we kind of called that, I mean, and it was just devastating.
I expected Method. I honestly expected Method to be pulling out double ops, and they might if they can get a little bit of economic advantage over here, because I tend to see Ely and Silent kind of doubling it off on various maps. Worked out beautifully, though, for Complexity. But the real thing I want to draw everybody's attention to is just how incredibly well Automatic has been playing. He now has a total of 6 3Ks, and we're not even finished with the second half of the second map over here. 23 kills. His efficacy is off the chart, 25.2. He's got a plus-minus of plus 18 in this game. It's just absolutely sick, and he leads his team in headshots. What a great pickup.
Yeah, really solid pickup for them, and I'm very surprised here. I agree with you. I figured it'd be like, Method would have 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was actually expecting a whole lot more from. I was surprised to see Dust. Like I talked about it. Dust 2 seemed like a kind of an odd pick because it tends to play towards the strength of Complexity. But yeah, if they're picking it, they claim they've been practicing all these strategies. They're expanding their map pool. I'd expect a little bit more on the T side.
Yes. Oh, I'm totally thinking off context here. Herder. Forget what I write. I forget what I wrote. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, guys. But guess what? These players are not. They're here. Complexity 12, Method 3. Let's get this thing hyped up here because Method, if they win this pistol round, that would be nice because they really need it. If they don't get it, they're in some deep, just really deep trouble. Let's just put it like that. So anyways, what are they going to do here? They are going to boost 2-up Cat, trying to push up and catch some people off guard. I think they're taking notes from Automatic from that CT side by him, getting that control here. Valens getting lower B control early, so that's nice for him, but he does get tagged down to 59 there. Some shooting going on down mid. Justin does take out one, and Ely takes out one, so this is not looking good for Complexity at all. This is what Method needed. They do get a 5v2 now, and it's just looking pretty bad for Complexity right here. And this is what I'm talking about. If they can do something here, they can try to turn this around quickly. So they do spot Sanks going. I don't think Toy spotted him, and if he did, I don't think he cares because they're just going to YOLO up long. But Trevor's smiling, and he does get his smile ripped out of his face. And so now it's Roka and Sanks to try to get this bomb down at the very least, which would be nice. And Justin trying to jump shoot. He does hit one of them. And so now this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard for Roka and Sanks to do. Silent takes out Roka. Sanks going for the spray. Does take out one. Oh, but Toy there from the car takes him out. Silent had no health.
Well,
but there it is.
That seemed a little sloppy from Method. I mean, they got all the opening picks that they needed. They knew somebody was messing around down by long A based on that pick. And I think that they were a little bit slower than they could have been on the rotation, and they ended up in kind of a bad position. Things got really scary there for Method, but they were able to go ahead and do it. Complexity, I mean, Complexity didn't do anything bad necessarily. They spread out around the map, tried to play very standard, and they just got picked off one by one doing that. This is great. Method, like, if they lost that round, it would pretty much be game is over. But now Method have a chance to try and get all streaky on the victories and bring this thing back.
Yeah, they do. Method, 2 P90s. FAMAS, 2 M4s. 1 silence version, 1 not. And, you know, Complexity going with what they have here. They go ahead and, since I got that bomb plant, I'm a little surprised, Sabo. I don't know if you've alluded to this or said anything about this yet, but they bought. And, you know, I'm not so sure about this.
Well, they got rounds to throw away.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think
they could still do a 4th round buy, depending on what they do here.
Yeah, that's true. Sabo always keeping me in line. I like that, Sabo. You keep that up, man. Ow, that hurt. All right, so here we go. It looks like they're going to push up Cat here. They do. Oh, Cephas, a nice shot on silence, so he does take him out. And now these P90s, I love saying that, P90s are going to come out here, and they're going to try to do some 6 spray downs. Goes for Sanks. Doesn't get him at all, but he does take out automatic on that box. So now this is looking like possible. Oh, and it's looking even more impossible. It's Sanks. Oh, but Sanks does some nice stuff there on Cat. And Ely's trying to flank him with the FAMAS, and he does take him out. So now it's just Roka with no armor in that M4 trying to hold this off. Justin tagged really heavy. Uh-oh, Roka pulls out the deke. This is not good. Oh, Ely, did he stick it? He did. So there it is. There's the round for Method. They lose 3 players, but they do get the round.
It was pretty close on that defuse for Ely, too. Check it out. That was a costly win right there for Method. I mean, yeah, Complexity invests very, very heavily in trying to turn that thing around. Method's going to have to rebuy, and yeah, Strebber and Silent, they're not happy at all. Silent's going to pick up a FAMAS. Strebber's still able to go ahead and get full armor and M4. So it's not quite as much economic damage as I had expected, but I don't know. Complexity can do a couple of kills. They can keep the money and the finances low for Method, so that once we get onto that gun round, you won't see a second buy by Method. This is kind of an important round for Complexity as far as the economy is concerned.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they've done some good economic damage to Method as far as killing some of those players. Obviously, Method doesn't have a lot of money banked up right now, but nonetheless, I mean, the game, you know, this half is early. So we're going to see what happens here. I'm curious to see what, you know, they're thinking and what they're going to try to do. And Justin just went ahead and helped them make that decision as he takes out automatic there. And just feeling this round out. Very smart there. Very smart smoke there by Silent for these players trying to work in. And Sabo, as much as we talk about the economy and everything like that, I mean, you know, just the moral advantage that Method has right now, knowing that they won those 2 rounds when they needed them. Roka working down, trying to spot Toy. I don't think he sees Toy, but he did see that that Tracer come out there. Silent comes in, takes him out. And now it's Valence who gets his head ripped off by Silent, takes him out. And there is a nice job there by Silent, a 4K. And that is going to be a nice job by him. Not enough for an op yet, though. So, interesting.
Yeah, it was actually kind of funny. The camera wasn't on the action there between Toy and Roka. But on the mini-map, they were playing this game of cat and mouse down by pit. In fact, at one point, I think they were both in pit, flashed out, just shooting in the blind. And then finally you have a little bit of support coming in from Silent up top, taking him down. This time around, though, Complexity's on a full buy. Method's on a first buy. This is the full, proper gun round, and looks like the bomb wants to do some sort of an A push. And if they do that, they're going to have to deal with Toy, who's sneaking up on that sneaky-beaky close left corner.
Yeah, sneaky beaky stuff as they're trying to do here. Toy having a position that's very overpowered if these T's decide they want to go ahead and YOLO through this, and I don't know if they're gonna. But if they do, this could be a problem. Toy. Oh, but Sanks peeks it and takes his head off. They flashed him. They figured he was there, and they guessed right. Got it done, and so now they open up long A, and this is going to cause some slight rotations here for Method as I think they just gave up A side, but Silent takes out Valence and does smoke it, so a nice job by him. But they don't know what's coming here. Automatic does take out Silent. They smoke the cross. They would like to get control very quickly. Justin spotting one crossing. And they've got A control. So compLexity does have A control. They are going to plan it for long. Ely does take out Semphis. This is a little ballsy play here to get this bomb down right now. They do it, though. Fire's coming out. A lot of fire and smokes and flashes. Justin doing jumping shots there with that P2000, and now it sinks in a 1v3.
Justin peeks the corner. Gets it. He's not even aiming at his head right there. He just kind of sprayed and prayed around the corner, Hiko style, and manages to get the kill. Method with the defuse. That was a scary round right there. I mean, it all started with that pick off by Toy. He got flashed out. You called it exactly. He sees the flash, looks away, and gets shot before he has any time to react. And then you had the quick entry by Silent with Justin stuck all the way down low. He had to give up full sight control. But the retake was a thing of beauty for Method, and clearly something they absolutely needed, not just for the economy, but also for the morale of the team. Their spirits are high, and if they can get one more victory here, we're going to break the economy of compLexity and set themselves up to maybe have a shot at this.
Yeah, they need this round a lot, and that's not good because Silent does get taken out there, and that's going to open up long A little bit, although they do have Toy in pit. Justin's going to come up and help, which is going to leave Cat totally open. Ely takes out Valens there, but Semphis takes out Ely, so a nice trade there. Roka takes him out, and this is not looking good for Method as they got split pretty bad, but the bomb's down by T-Spawna, and Sync's going to have to go back and get it. As Automatic is going to go ahead and push with Semphis and try to see what they can do, but Justin with another headshot. Semphis takes him out, and now it's all down to Strebber in a 1v3, and it's not looking good here. I mean, Strebber, it can do this. Obviously, Roka down to 50. He's the opper. If he can kill him, this is going to make it a little bit easier, but this is going to be a tall task for Strebber.
Yeah, so far, no 3Ks for Strebber in this game. This will be his first. The bomb is going down. Good fire. Not going to actually find any damage on Sanks. He dinks two, including Sanks, but Sanks is going to return with that headshot. Very little chance right there. This is absolutely terrible news for Method. They lose yet another round, putting compLexity closer to the victory point. The financial situation actually does look okay for them. They got one person who's filthy rich with $7,000. That's going to be Strebber. But they're going to go ahead and deagle up. They're going to give this round up and then just go for the mad victory streak after that.
Yeah, very, very interesting here as Ely with pushed up behind that smoke. That's interesting. I kind of like that, but nonetheless, these players, only two of them have armor, only with head armor there. And, Roka's tag down to 11. This is actually not bad. I mean, Method, if they can hold these angles and catch these players off guard, this could really turn sour for compLexity. Okay. But Sanks does spot Ely. Semphis does take out Justin. And Silent's going to jump out. What is he doing? Oh, he gets caught out there. So now it's Strebber down, and this round's going to go to compLexity, and this is not good at all. Because now Method's in trouble. I mean, obviously they can kind of buy, maybe. Yeah. They're kind of in trouble. I mean, okay, they are in trouble. I think the warning flags have came up.
Yeah, Method. You had that last player. He should have tried to do something to save his armor or save his deagle, do something like that. Ends up getting taken out in mid, and this is really bad for Strebber because he's so broke at the end of that round, he's not able to buy any sort of proper weapons at all. So he's going to be going out with a pistol against a fully bought out compLexity. And this round is kind of it for Method. They've got to get this victory, or else all's going to fail. B-side's being held down by a single player. That's going to be Strebber. Meanwhile, the bomb wants to go to B.
Silent does take out Strebber, but he takes out Roka too. I don't know what that was. I didn't see it, but he did go ahead and do that. So now it sinks in a 1v3. He does tap the plant fakes. It is going to peek the window area. Just get naded and his body flies into the fire. He's torched, and there's the round for Method. And I don't know what happened there with that op, that 2K collateral, but he kills one of his own. I mean, what a travesty.
Yeah, that's exactly the word for it. It hurts the economy. It's a huge punishment for Semphis. However, it's not that critical. He's still able to go ahead and get loaded up with an op. I didn't see if somebody bought that for him, but Nonetheless, compLexity still fully bought out. You're going to see the first pick. Ely gets legged, crossing mid, and he's going to back off and play B site this time around. 14-8. Up shot from Silent. He's back. He hasn't been represented too well this game, but now he's back to the top of the leaderboard with that kill. 15. Bomb spotted. Hat.
Yeah, and they're holding this very strong. But Sanks has been playing fairly well so far in this best of 2, and he does go ahead. Unfortunately, get taken out by that nade. So it's looking like Method's doing pretty well here on the CT right here. They are 14-8. They need this round more than, well, probably not more than they understand, but they need it, obviously. Semphis and Pitts, so they know where one of the operas is. So now they just need to contain him, and they do flash him. So, but they don't know that he's up. Well, actually, they do know he's up here. Justin does take out automatic. They know where this player is, and I don't know, Silent. I don't know if you peek this, man.
It's a scary angle to peek. I mean, look at Semphis.
Oh, and he does take him out. I mean, that was phenomenal. I mean, for him to come up there, he's like, hey, boost me, elevator. I want to do this. So he does it, and then he gets it done. I mean, nice job.
That's how you peek the op. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. Semphis got played on that one. He's looking down low. He's like, you're going to peek me. I know you're going to peek me. I know you're going to peek me. And then just up top. Oh, there he is. And you saw too little, too late with that flick shot. Brilliant play by Silent. Good teamwork right there. And that's going to force compLexity right back into an eco. Method's not quite out of it yet. They've done some pretty impressive streaks so far. They've been on a 4-game streak. So far, they're on 2. They need to carry it all the way to victory if they want to win this.
Method does take out. Toy does take out 1, but then Sanks takes him out, and that's not good. Silent needs to hit this shot. He's in a rock and a hard place here. He knows these people are out long, and he is probably going to get caught out here unless Barnes something crazy. And he does get caught out. He does try to fight him, obviously, because he doesn't want him to get long A control, but they do anyway, and this is not good. This is going to favor compLexity, even with those 2 guns. It's just going to favor them quite a bit because the CTs have to figure this out, and they do know that they have long A control. This is something that they're extremely worried about, and what I'd like to see here is Streber kind of push through B and spot this, because obviously they know they're going to take A now. They saw 2 cross, and they hear the plan, so they know that they're coming.
That flash tells Ely there's another one at long, so he's not going to feel too comfortable about pushing all the way out. Justin up, takes 1. Ely takes another. They know one's watching long. The bomb, I think, was planted for long. There's automatic at Cat, so they are pinched, rather. Streber gets boosted up. That's Sanks. Spots him in pit. Streber's going to go ahead and push up. Automatic's down. That's absolutely huge. Ely just needs to hold off Sanks. Shut him down. The diffuser's dead. Smoke. So dangerous. Not going to happen. That's an op shot through smoke. Ely on the defuse.
A 4K for Sanks. That positioning for him, even though he was glass cannoning, was so important. And I question that whole trying to hold long A thing with Silent and them going, okay, well, Toy's here, Silent's here, let's fight. You can't blame necessarily the whole round on that, but that was something that contributed to what happened there. So compLexity does win a round. They probably shouldn't have won, and now it's 15-9, and this has got Method with 2 5.7s, an M4, 2 M4s, and a FAMAS, and this is less than ideal for them as they are trying. Oh, looks like Valen's in them hugged for a little bit there. Some hugging going on and some confusion here in these smokes. What is going on? They're getting flashed. They're hugging at the doors. This is really confusing, but nonetheless, the firefight does ensue. Justin does take out automatic, and Sanks takes out Silent. So interesting plays going on there. Streber trying to spot, and I don't think he sees Valens, and he really can't through that smoke because that smoke was placed pretty well.
The 2 best players have been taken out of the equation. Look at that flick shot by Streber, taking down Valens as he jumps on top of box at B site. He gets eyes on bomb. He knows exactly what's going on. Semphis and Roker are going to have to push this. Good grenade. Almost takes Streber down. Not quite enough. He's all the way down to 9% health, but the full rotation is in, and this is going to be a scary push, Alex.
Yeah, if Roka... Oh, what? He didn't get hit. No, he doesn't get hit, and Streber takes out Roka. And these players are tagged very heavily, but it doesn't matter. They're going to try to make this work. Semphis with that Glock. The bomb in a position that is very precarious for them. They are in trouble. Obviously, these players are tagged. How does he not die? I don't know. He's got 1 HP in a dream, and this is kind of confusing because all these players are pretty well tagged except Justin. Streber takes out 1. Semphis takes a shot. It does hit it. And now it's Semphis in a 1v2. Flashed. 10 seconds left. He probably should run, but he is going to go ahead and go for it. Goes in there and gets taken out by Justin. Cephas just ran out of time. I mean, the bottom line is that he just ran out of time and wasn't able to do anything, and I'm surprised that those players stayed alive in B site so freaking long, man.
Yeah, well, the grenade, first off. I mean, the grenade dropped to Strebber all the way down to 9% health. And then the second one does absolutely no damage. Now, the camera wasn't exactly on it, but I think it was one of those crazy CSGO sort of things where the bomb or the grenade explodes like just behind, like just on the edge of a box or the barrel back there. And that might have blocked the blast. I don't know. And then Ely with 1% health. How do you not die like that? I mean, how? Very fortunate round for Method. That's what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But now, Method's a little bit better equipped here. Not great, not ideal, but compLexity saving here. compLexity on map and match point. This would be nice for them to be able to do this now. It doesn't look like it's probably going to happen. His automatic does take out Justin, and there's Silent again with this off, but he does get taken out by Sanks' Deagle. Cephas does. I might be eating my words here. It depends on what Justin's able to do here. He does take one out and hit Valen's down to 28, so he's going to go and go for this, but Valen takes him out, and Cephas is getting pushed. Oh, no. And now it's Toy in a 1v2. 1 HP for Valence. He does go down. What? Toy takes them both out. He's going to get the defuse. I didn't exactly see what happened there, but it looked like Toy lined them both up. Or was that a flip?
That was the sickest stuff. The camera was not quite on him during the killing shot. Yeah, it was just absolutely sick. One quick spray with the FAMAS shuts him down just like that. I was about to call it good game. You know, game is over at that point, but that just shows the value of Toy, who is, I guess, the most beloved ringer in Counter-Strike at this point. Ever since Mainline left the team, we've seen Toy just standing in and doing some impressive stuff, just like that 2K that saved the round and kept Method in it. Now it's the B rush, boys.
Yeah, they just got sight. They got sight, and they got a lot more than that, and it's not looking good. Silent in a 1v4, and pretty much luck. Strebber already calling GG. Sanks counteracting that, and there it is, GG. Yeah. compLexity wins 16-11. They broke into that B site and rocked them. Cephas 29 kills, automatic 26, Sanks 24, Roke 18. I mean, these players just beast moded. And really nice job there by compLexity to catch him off guard with that B rush. They haven't done it all, Sire half. They come in there and they nail it.
That was really impressive stuff right there. Great comeback on the part of Method once they switched over to CT's side. I mean, take a look at the score line here of that second map. It was 12-3. You end up in a situation like that, and I feel that it's pretty much all over, especially like if you lose the pistol round going forward. There really isn't that much you can do about it to save the day. Fortunately for Method, they ended up winning that pistol round fair and square, just getting some picks off and then recovering after maybe a little sloppy play, giving up the A site like that in round one. And they carried a solid streak. They recovered it, and they kept on charging. But the score line at the end of their T side was just too strong with 12-3 to come back. Say Method had just a couple more points on the board. This could have actually been a victory for Method.
Yeah, it could have been. And I just, Method fighting, fighting very hard. They fought very well. Give them a lot of credit. They sparked themselves back into these matches. And obviously, when I talked about Silent being a really nice fragger, a really nice operator, he was able to do that. But end of the night, they do lose. compLexity taking it 2-0. You got to give props to Method, like I said. But one thing that kind of changed the pace is like that last rush, because they haven't done that hardly at all. I mean, they weren't pushing. They were playing the rounds out, and people be like, okay, well, we just won that round. Let's keep, and then no, it just doesn't happen. So really nice job there by compLexity. They're starting to come together more as a team, and as we've seen, Sabo coming through, over the past few weeks, they've really started to come into their own, playing Dust 2 a lot, playing Cash a lot. They beat Method on Inferno. Nice job for them. They weren't like blowout wins, but they were wins that they deserved, I feel. Important wins. I don't feel like that Method handed them these wins. I mean, Method's been playing well in the CEVO League for a long time, and they just fell in a tall task against compLexity. And really nice job by both teams here. Really nice to see these players fight it out. But at the end of the day, there it was.
Yeah, it was absolutely important for compLexity to go ahead and get that win. They've played more matches. In fact, they've played twice as many matches this season as Method. and yet they're only one rank above them. I think they were number 5 and number 6 at the start of this. So compLexity had a lot more to lose by losing this game, and they came out like true champs. So this is absolutely important. It's also good to see compLexity performing well on a different map outside of their comfort zone of Dust and Cash. Now they've added Inferno to their repertoire, and they're taking a win, which is amazing. I want to give a quick shout out to the people who I feel were really stars of the show right there. We have, of course, Silent, who is just dominating on Inferno. He had, 5 3Ks Inferno. He had a little bit of a slow start on Dust 2, but then he came back doing very well. Obviously, automatic. I think we counted a total of 6 6Ks for the entire game.
6
right?
3Ks, yeah. 6 3Ks. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was
6Ks.
sick.
Right, yeah. What more can you say about that? And then Justin, he wasn't like a solid player throughout the entirety of the game, but you got to highlight that 1-2K headshot he got on Inferno holding the CT side. That was some sick stuff, right?
It was. I mean, it was sick. And, both these teams played well. I mean, Silent Inferno really just fighting their banana. Semphis was having a hard time dealing with it. They exchanged some things in chat. Turned out that compLexity was able to close that one out. And the same thing. I mean, Semphis and Silent really fighting. Silent winning some battles. Semphis doing some things like boosting up on people downstairs on
right?
Cat, like doing some things. Yeah. Just like, what are you doing? But nonetheless, it did work out. They could spot lower B. They could spot them coming down mid and trying to boost on Xbox and get some intel on that. So just changing it up, and I think that's what makes Semphis not a great opera necessarily, but a solid opera, is that he changes things up, and you're never going to see him just hanging out at mid all the time. You're never going to see him just at long A. He's going to change it up on you, and if you don't counter what he's doing and where his chess piece is, you're in some deep crap.
Yeah, exactly. Solid player. So that was the first matchup right here tonight, compLexity versus Method. compLexity winning it into. That's not all. We've got another game coming your way shortly. It's going to be CLG versus Follow Esports right up next. We're going to have to check on that because I know that CLG actually had a best of 5 that they were playing. So we are going to go ahead.
Yeah. I'm going to cut you off because I've got some information for you.
What
so
have you
the
got?
Series is now 1-2. CLG's Twitter posting that it's now 1-2, and it looks like it's in favor of Liquid by the way that they wrote it. So basically they said tough loss. So I'm assuming that they're down 1-2 in this best of 5. So it's going to come down to Liquid in this next map to pull it out. And if they do, then we'll see CLG in here quicker. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Clearly the CLG map is going to be delayed. The match is going to be delayed because of that on PGL. So we'll be right here, guys, with you. We're going to go ahead and step away, though, and we'll be back with you guys as soon as we can. Thanks for watching us here, and we'll see you guys soon.